Welcome, one and all, back to NieR Automata. I once again do not remember exactly what we are doing, what comes next, seeing as this is the second playthrough, so I have some semblance of what the story looks like. Um, but we are just going to play through the game for a little bit, next 20-25 minutes, and we'll see what happens.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
Don't need to see the mail notification. I need to talk to Nimini.
Your timing is impeccable. Our android forces currently have a carrier deployed in the Pacific Ocean. It should be back here to resupply before too long. The Resistance is assisting with the mission, so I'd like to ask you to run a little guard duty. Seriously? Dead serious. There's a stockpile of missiles down at the shoreline.
Alright, so I think this is the
carrier.
fucking
And with
other
all the machine
Goliath
activity
class
lately,
machine.
we need to stay on our toes. Of course, if you're already working on something for Yorha, I don't mind if that takes priority. Anyway, thanks in advance.
Alright, where am I headed? I can just walk there. Oh, I forgot that we... Where am I headed? Through here. I'm gonna switch modes to 2B. Hold on. Because I don't want her fucking up anything. What's the thingamajig here? I love me some thingamajigs. Ooh, we're getting more lore.
Why must we read all these books, brother?
Knowledge expands horizons and enriches existence.
But can't we just transfer all this data over instantly?
Into your head, perhaps, but not to your heart.
I guess. Hey, so...
Yes?
my name? Eve? This book says it's a woman's name. Shouldn't we be called Cain and Abel or something instead?
Humans wouldn't change names so easily. Besides, you should be proud of the name Eve.
Huh. Well, if that's what you think, then I'm fine with it.
Glad to hear it. Is there something else?
After we're done reading...
He sounds a
can we
little
go out to
hostile.
play? I'm sure it'll be tons of fun.
All right, but only after we're finished.
You mean it? Then I'm gonna try extra hard to finish this. Extra, extra hard!
You do that.
Eve is such like... He's got the mentality of a little kid. Like, honestly. Like, you did not see that in the first playthrough. But he really is just... Like, Adam is all about all this... Like... Adam's all about, like...
The bedrock here was bombed out in the last war. Looks like the whole city is starting to
he's
sink
all
as a
serious and
result.
stuff, and then Eve is just kind of like a little kid.
Target missile sighted.
Is that what we need to protect?
Let's take him out already so I can be home in time for dinner and a bath.
Androids don't need to bathe. As long as you perform regular cleaning and maintenance, bathing is unnecessary.
Yeah, but come on, 2B. It still feels good.
Get that robot thing out of here. So there's just so much going on.
I think that's the last of the machines.
2B, 9S, come in.
Commander?
Emergency orders incoming. The carrier ship that was set to resupply has come under attack. It's currently being engaged by a swarm of machines. I've asked all Yorha troops in the city ruins for assistance, and I'll need you to provide backup as well. I'm sending flight units and coordinates now. Good luck. Out.
There are flight units.
You see? Total slave driver. Whoopsh.
If she didn't order others around, what kind of leader would she be?
If you say so.
Alright, this might be a little longer of an episode, just because, if I remember correctly, this machine takes forever to kill. And there's not much I can do about that. I really like auto aim in this mode, because it's a pain in the ass to do anything in this mode. It's a fun mechanic that they have us like switch modes, but it's sometimes a pain in the ass. I remember the first time through being surprised by just how many projectiles they decided to throw at us.
Attention, this is Carrier Blue Ridge 2. Requesting support from any friendly units in range. We've come under heavy fire from the enemy. Our escort ship has taken damage and is unable to engage. We're currently resisting with all remaining support fighters, but we can't hold them off for long. I repeat, this is Carrier Blue Ridge 2. We need immediate backup from any available android forces.
I forgot that I can still use my sword.
I'm picking up a large-scale enemy inbound.
Looks to be 2.8 clicks southwest of us.
That's a big boy. I can't hack it, which sucks.
Enemy aerial unit destroyed. Reverting back to area recon.
Wait, I'm still picking up a large enemy presence.
Didn't I kill that already?
What on? If it's that big, we should be able to see it.
There he is.
Well, that's new.
Is that a machine?
It's freaking huge.
That's a big boy. That's a fucking kaiju, a robot.
Crap! It's blocking close-range attacks with EMP blasts. We've got to find another way to damage it.
Oh sure, it'll let me
Operator
try
210
and
to 9S.
hack now.
Command has decided to stage a direct satellite laser strike on the hostile. We need you to destroy the enemy EMP generator so we can lock onto the target.
EMP generator?
Sending the coordinates to your map now.
EMP generator target confirmed. Marking on map. Proposal. Destroy the generator quickly.
Why did it drop robots on us while the cutscene was happening? Yeah, there's nothing I can do about speeding this portion up, unfortunately. I can't even imagine trying to do this segment without auto-evade.
Enemy data obtained from command.
Go ahead.
The only known record of this machine lifeform is a lone sighting 320 years ago. Upon reaching land, the unit unleashed a devastating electromagnetic wave attack. All resistance fighters in the vicinity were annihilated.
So basically, if this thing reaches land, we're screwed.
Affirmative.
So don't let it reach land. Oop, I was not paying attention to where I was going. I wanna not use the auto evade as much as possible because it feels honestly like cheating. Just gotta do that
Confirm
a bunch more
elimination
times.
of electromagnetic interference. Stand by for incoming satellite laser strike.
Oh, come on! It's got an electromagnetic magnetic barrier over its whole body?
This is an unfortunately strong
Having
machine.
trouble over there?
Are you Yorha?
Hunter Squadron deploying out of North 12th C Defense HQ. I'm the commanding officer, 4B. Don't worry, we'll take it from here.
Yeah,
Jimmy,
good luck with that.
Let's leave this area to the reinforcements. I have an idea. You and I should meet up at the spot I just marked.
I don't know if it's gonna give me a save point between this point and the point where 9S goes missing.
Got it.
I'll help aim.
This thing's armor is too thick. We need more firepower.
2B, let's try for a more direct approach.
Direct? Oh, right.
That's right. Lay down some fire in its stupid mouth.
I'm gonna switch to the aggressive combat style for now. I appreciate that you can just like change that combat style with her while she's standing on the fucking cannon. Why does it have teeth? I don't like it. I do like it. It's a really cool design. How come I don't get access to that shield?
This is bad.
Are you all right, 2B?
I forgot that Pascal comes and helps us.
That enormous machine is an ancient weapon. It was designed to help annihilate the androids, but it wound up going out of control. I was part of the machine's network when it happened, so I remember it. The moment it reached land, it went berserk and began attacking everything in sight. No one could figure out how to stop it. We eventually marooned it deep in the ocean, but it seems to be searching for a way back. Huh.
Hey, 2B, I think I have another idea. You keep that thing right where it is, okay?
What?
Please, 2B, this is gonna work.
Okay, I think this is where they split up, which is interesting because now I'm getting new gameplay
2B,
that I have not
I'm going to
gotten
see
yet.
if we can use those missiles back on the shore. But I need you to destroy the EMP unit on that thing's back. Otherwise, they're just going to go off course.
Ow. It's very reminiscent of Space Invaders and games like that. The way that these specific segments play out, which I believe is intentional, but it's just a little silly. Why do those guys have lasers? Fortunately, these machines are not very high level, so I can kind of just bully them.
Activate missile controls. Prepare to launch.
Missile controls engaged. Launch ability confirmed.
Fire!
Something about a missile? Whoa.
I didn't think this would be so hard to control.
Alert. Obstacle ahead. A collision at this speed is not recommended.
Well aware, thank you.
I don't know why they bother having us steer that if it really doesn't need to be steered.
Signal lost.
Organize a search and rescue party for the missing Yorha members at once. To be 9S. Don't die on me.
The child held sway over enormous strength. But sadly, he was also a little bit broken. He spent his long days hurting those around him. He tried his best to be good and kind. But despite his efforts, things never seemed to turn out.
Relatable,
They told
honestly.
him he was unwanted. They abandoned him in the deep, dark ocean. And from the cold at the bottom of the sea, he cried out, "Mother, Mother, Mother, Mother." But his voice never reached his mother.
That's so sad.
This is Tactical Support Unit Pod 042, assigned to 2B.
This is Tactical Support Unit Pod 153, assigned to 9S.
We pods often participate in the same battles. Exchanging our situational data would theoretically allow us to plan combat strategies in a more efficient manner. Proposal: data should be transferred regularly between Pod 042 and Pod 153.
Analysis. This idea is sound. Proposal accepted. Records will be organized in time for the next situational exchange.
I don't know why they bothered showing that, because that's the second time that's happened. I find myself in a bizarre memory storage area stretching as far as I can see. It's a maze, a labyrinth, a massive interconnected network. I've never seen anything like it. It must have been created by the machines. So then, what am I doing here? I'm 9S. That's all I can remember. Large portions of my memory may have been destroyed. What if I forget everything? My memories? Myself? My... Okay, calm down. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Just follow the emergency manual and execute the memory recovery program. The recovery program begins to fill in blanks in the memory. They drift back like missing letters filling out a word. The bunker, 2B's plan, a colossal machine lifeform, the last resort missile strike. Preservation mode was activated at the moment of the blast. It halted most of the safeties the network had in place. Wait, it must have been that EMP blast. Hooked me up to the machine network. Something I didn't get to read. It took a while, but the recovery program managed to restore most of my memory functions. However, I still can't establish a link to my body. Well, I guess there's nothing else to do but examine the surrounding memory space. Looks like the machines gathered and stored a lot of info in here. It all seems pretty random at first, but on closer inspection I learn how it's all connected. There are a variety of entries, such as data on human history and philosophy, but what's really strange are the records of machines stored next to those. In the politics category are records of the machine's own governmental endeavors. They tried all sorts of things: absolute monarchies, republics, democracies. And that wasn't all. They also engaged in other scholarly pursuits such as philosophy, mathematics, science, and social criticism. It's like the network was copying every possible human behavior and discipline. Almost as if... machines are imitating humans? Why would they do that? I dive deeper into the records. I can find no indication of the machines creating new cultures or values. They only imitate human behavior. The strange thing is, if a unit fails, it fails in exactly the same way the next time. For example, if a machine forms a dictatorship that eventually collapses, it won't try a new type of government, it just forms a new dictatorship. Or if it plants crops and they die, it just tries the same thing again, and again, and again, and again. They keep performing the same behaviors. They don't ever learn. When it comes to combat, the machines show overwhelming adaptive behavior and evolutionary speed. So why do they insist on imitating humanity? And more specifically, why do they imitate their failures? It's almost as if the objective is failure itself. I sense a change in the data, some kind of movement. I hone my perception and hold my breath. I hear something, a distant voice. I am now all androids. There's something there. Something clearly intelligent. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. What the heck was that? Are they talking? I announce to all androids. The words shimmer into focus. The voice grows clearer in my mind. It is Adam, a machine made in the image of a man. We machine life forms have evolved, he says. We made war, learned, grew, and thus we gained a new consciousness. Indeed, it is as if a new form of existence has been born. Lies, nothing but lies from mere machines. Adam laughs. And yet you androids claim to be alive. How very odd. You're puppets who lack even your own free will. No, you're wrong. His words flow through me as though they were poured in my ear. How am I wrong, boy? Where... Perhaps you have a will after all, he chuckles. Perhaps you have desires. Now you see, boy, the true meaning of life is hatred. You're wrong. A vile hatred slumbers in the depths of your heart. You're wrong. The more you try to hide it, the more that darkness grows. Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Damn it. We were made to protect mankind. We're not the same as you machines. All who live are slaves to desire. Such internal appetites are what give our lives meaning. Some seek beauty, others serenity. For me, hatred is the... I'm not like that. Ha ha ha. Oh yes you are. You do not trust anything. You want to destroy everything. You have lost hope in everything. You want to obtain everything. You want to be loved by all. You're thinking about how much you want to... Oh, God. I was not expecting that. This took a weird turn. I don't think I like that. Reality stained by lies. Stop. Stop it. Hatred pouring into you. You're wrong, damn it. Overflowing desire. I'm not like you. Your true self. We're not the same. Stop it. Stop it. It's not my fault, okay? Damn it. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Help. Help. No. Help me.
Each of the machines treated their treasures with great care. One treasured family above all else. Another treasured its older sibling. Another treasured its own beauty. But one more machine treasured something unique above all else. Hate.
Yeah, that's interesting. They surely are just like, they all have like something that is theirs. Which I think almost makes them more human than the humans.
So dark. So cold.
NieR!
Why his neck like that?
NieR!
2B.
Come on. Let's go home.
So yeah, as I was saying, I feel like the machines have very definitive humanity that even the androids seem to lack. Self-hack.
Proposal. Engage memory core diagnostics.
Yeah.
A single reply is sufficient for acknowledgement.
Fine.
Memory system. Oh, I need to hack all the memory systems. I'm getting my memory back. Interesting, there's not a dodge mechanic or a dash mechanic in this mode.
Memory core diagnostics complete. No issues detected.
Good.
Proposal. Engage visual sensor diagnostics.
You got it.
Yeah, so the
Visual
machines...
sensor diagnostics complete. No issues detected. All checks complete.
Took long enough. Don't you think it's overkill to perform a full data overhaul?
Unit 9S was seized by the enemy and placed in a non-controlled state for an extended period of time. There is a high probability of corruption by an enemy logic virus.
All right. Cram it. Anyway, I just gotta sync up with the bunker server and then I'm out of here, right?
Where am I going? Oh, over here.
Huh? What was that?
Unknown.
Halt the data sync.
Alert. Data synchronization is mandatory for all Yorha units.
Yeah, I know that, but we just got some kind of weird noise. Halt the data sync for 2B as well.
Affirmative.
Let's figure out where that noise came from. Just to be sure, you know? Open a port to the server.
Interesting. I like this hacking mechanic.
No time to examine everything. Better stick to the main data nodes.
It's nice if they didn't put a...
Access log to Council of Humanity's lunar server.
September 24th. Shipped. September 25. Delivery. Scheduled. Unit 10. Empty. Unit 10. Empty. 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 Purified water. Empty. Empty. Repair materials. Empty. Empty. Over.
What's a barrier doing here? Looks like records for supplies shipped to the moon. Strange. There were a ton of empty containers. That's weird. Why would they do that?
Maybe they just want you to think they're empty. I guess we'll see.
Detected. Yorha unit storage records.
I don't understand what any of this means.
What's the point of all this heavy security? All the black box data has been deleted, but it looks like everything else is here. Huh? A new port just opened.
Well, I guess we're going over there. I'm going backwards. I'm moonwalking.
Detected. Council of Humanity and Project Yorha Records Index. Alert. We are not authorized to access this data.
Man, this stuff is all wrong. I need to check this out too.
Oh, there's a bunch of enemies guarding it. Interesting.
An attack barrier? Really? Why the heck would they install one of those in this server?
Note that these documents are classified level S confidential and are not to be disclosed to any persons affiliated with Yorha aside from the commander. A bunch of index things that don't have 1 or 2 dots before them. Permission to receive the designated parties responsible for each enter prior to viewing.
Let's see. Looks like info about how the Council of Humanity was formed as part of Project Yorha. Wait, isn't that backwards?
After a long period of battles and adventures, the prophets spoke. Oh, grant me the mercy of the land. Oh, grant me the joy of the heavens. Release me from my yoke of iron.
So I wonder if the humans are all dead too.
What was that? Crap! Did they find me?
Negative. Emergency backup request from 2B.
Close the server connection and activate my body.
Affirmative.
Ah, 9S.
Operator? What happened?
We recently detected large numbers of machine life forms throughout the factory area. We received a support request from 2B soon thereafter, but have been unable to respond due to poor reception.
All right, I'll try to gain access from the main terminal.
Yeah, I forgot that he isn't actually there for most of the rest of the game. Alright. We will do the next segment after this. It's been 40 minutes already, so I'm gonna wrap this up pretty quickly. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, drop a like. Want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. Especially if you want to keep up with this series. It's been very fascinating so far. I'll talk a lot more about it once we get to the very end of it and have completed it. Kind of my thoughts on it, what I have gathered from the story. Stuff like that. But for now, also check out my Discord if you're interested. Announcements for the rest of the week, basic posting schedule. Podcast episode will be going up Wednesday. I will probably still stream that day as well, though. Other than that, that's all I've got. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time. So long, and farewell.